What's up guys, it's your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com. Today I'm bringing to you episode number 54 of the weekly Dragon Ball SH Figuarts update series. So as always, we're going to start here at my website DBZSHFIGS.com. It's a complete archive of every single release in the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts line. So you could go head in there, look at pictures, videos, information, everything in between. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you head over there now. Also, just want to remind you that I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Once I reach that milestone, I'll be giving away a Tamashii Nation store exclusive Son Goku Innocent Challenger, which is this figure right here on your screen. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe because you might even be the one that takes this one home. Also, if you would like to join a community where a lot of people that love Dragon Ball SH Figuarts come together to talk about the figures, the news, share their figure photography, and everything else, make sure you head over to the Discord server for the channel. There's going to be a link in the description, or at DBZSHFIGS.com, there's a little button up here with the Discord symbol. You could click that and join as well. And you would be joining at a great time right now because it is the end of the year. So it is time for the annual Dragon Ball SH Figuarts Awards video. You could head into the Discord and vote on the 7 categories, including Best Figure of the Year, Worst Figure of the Year, Best Small Figure of the Year, and there's 4 other ones. So if you want to partake in that and have your voice heard, make sure you join the Discord server. So first, let's take a look at the Tamashii Nations calendar, which is the official calendar that Tamashii Nations upkeeps with the latest re-releases, releases, when product ships, when pre-orders close, when pre-orders open. So if you don't know about that website, I'll leave a link in the description. But we are towards the end of December, so not a whole lot happening. We did get the reissue of Frieza First Form and Frieza Pod, which, you know, the pre-orders are already open. They've announced a re-release for this figure so many times this year, I'm losing track. But also the pre-orders open for both the new 4.0s, Super Saiyan God Son Goku God Aura, and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Son Goku Blue Power Transcending. So those, you could head over to your favorite online retailer. They should have the pre-orders open for them if you want them. I wouldn't say rush for it because these are figures that should be hitting your physical stores as well, like your Target, your Walmart, your Best Buy, etc. And then January 4th is when the pre-orders will close for the Supreme Kai Mini Daima. So if you haven't made up your mind if you want to get this figure or not, you might want to sit down and think about it. It is a pretty expensive figure, so I do see a lot of people passing up on it. However, it is the first ever Supreme Kai in the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts line. So you do have about 2 weeks here to decide if you want it or not. And then in January, we are getting a reissue of the Goku Black Super Saiyan Rosé, which is that $37.99 retail figure that's, I mean, it's Goku Black Super Saiyan Rosé. If you don't have one in your collection, it's a pretty nice one. And then as far as the release schedule, in December, we did get the release of the premium Bandai exclusive Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Mini Daima. If you haven't watched, I did upload an unboxing and review to the channel. So if you're interested at what that figure looks like, make sure you head over there to watch it. And then in January, no official date yet, but we are getting the release of the premium Bandai exclusive Giblet and Shallot. So those should be dispatching sometime in January. I'll let you know as soon as I find out exactly when they start shipping out so that you are notified. Moving over to some other important news of the week. So as you may probably already know, Premium Bandai is having an in-stock free shipping event promotion thing. So if you do spend $50 or more at Premium Bandai, you do get free shipping. So you will avoid that $10 outrageous shipping expense. I still don't know to this day how Premium Bandai charges $10 when every other company out there charges like what? Free shipping, $5 shipping, $4 shipping. I don't get it. But anyways, if there's something in Premium Bandai that you do like, make sure you use that code. And then probably the biggest news of the week was that Tamashii Nations was, you know, just teasing us with these random pictures. At first, on day 1, we got this picture on the left with Frieza First Form. So obviously I was like, okay, they're reissuing that figure once more. Okay, cool. What is this leading up to? On day 2, we got this nice looking Dodoria photo, which is the same Dodoria we've already had. So not much interesting there. I think the only thing of note was that Dodoria was a Premium Bandai exclusive. So people began wondering, are they going to reissue a premium Bandai exclusive? That's not really something they do often or at all. And then on day 3, we had Sarbon join the lineup here. So again, premium Bandai exclusive. What's going on? Here's when people started suggesting we might be heading towards a 4.0 Frieza final form, or some people were even saying like Ginyu Force. But on day 4 is when things got a little interesting. We got this look at Sarbon and Dodoria with faces that do not come with the actual figures themselves. So we were starting to wonder, are they releasing new Dodoria, a new Sarbon? What's going on here? But people actually put the pieces together from day 3 and day 4, because if you've watched the episode of Bardock, the special Dragon Ball Z movie, no, just like a TV special, this is the exact scene from that special, and it's of course having to do with Bardock when he starts coming at Frieza, you know, when Frieza's about to destroy Planet Vegeta. And then to confirm it, the 5th and final day, we did get a new look at the brand new battle damaged Bardock here. So it's a really, really cool release in my opinion, in theory, right? Like, who doesn't love Bardock? Bardock is one of those characters that's very captivating, that a lot of people have in their, you know, top 10 characters, even though he doesn't get a lot of time in the anime or in the manga, but he just has that cool aura to him. So a battle damage one is an amazing release to add to the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts lineup. However, people were severely disappointed that it does appear this is going to be a 2.0 battle damage Bardock, which is like, why? Everything in like 2026 has been towards getting every figure towards 4.0, and then now you tease us with a really, really cool character, a really cool release, and go back to 2.0. I don't get it. Of course, subject to change, right? We could all be wrong, and this is a 4.0 Bardock. However, it just does not look like it to me. Also, to point out on that final picture, you do have a Saiyan Raised Honored Goku back there. You see a little glimpse of him with weird looking hair. So at this point, if I'm putting all the pieces together, I think we're getting a battle damage Bardock that comes with DLC faces for Sarbon and Dodoria, as well as an extra head for a Saiyan Raised Honored Goku. So I guess if you're still holding on to your Saiyan Raised Honored Goku, it's still worth it. Even though we're getting the brand new 4.0s next year, I mean, you never know what Tamashii Nation is going to release, but that was pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty nice way to build hype, although the final, you know, reveal was not too greatly received. But also, in case you live in New York, or in case you'll be traveling to New York anytime soon, they finally do have the new Tamashii Nation store exclusive Son Goku Ultra Instinct Limit Super Surpassed. So that one should be widely available at the store if you get there. They usually don't run out of these. They usually print a good amount. And then just a reminder that Dragon Ball is having that pop-up tour USA 2026. We still don't have any other information about this other than the 5 cities that they'll be going to. So, you know, whenever I hear new information, I'll let you know. But it's kind of been, you know, pretty dry on that area. Again, if you ask me what I think this is going to be, I think it's going to be, of course, with the new reveals of the anime and the manga. And then hopefully for the US, we do get the release of that legendary Super Saiyan Goku Genki Damatsuri edition. Maybe. That's what I'm hoping for, to be honest. But again, that's all just speculation at this point. And then if you're into the Broly from ZT, that really cool, big looking Broly, they are coming out with a brand new one, which is this Super Saiyan 4 Broly with the black hair. Honestly, I'm not too well versed with all these, like, you know, random characters that I haven't seen in the anime. But if you like what this looks like and you know the source material and you really want it, a lot of people are saying that the CT Studio Broly is a really, really amazing figure. So this is probably bound to be the same. So if this is calling your name, make sure you head over to Hobby Model Store, because that's probably where you'll best pre-order or just straight up buy it. And then again, with the CT Broly Studios, MP Model is coming out with new heads for that figure. So if you want a head of a Super Saiyan translucent look to it, you could get that or that yellow one. And he also has the green one with either the matte or the translucent. So if you want to update your ZT Studios Broly, make sure you get these. They do look pretty nice in my opinion. I think they are very anime accurate. You know, they have that really cool looking Broly to it. And then Demoniacal Fit, they did announce that they will be coming out with the father and son, the Unbreakable Bond, which is just basically a 1-for-1 dupe of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2024 Goku and Gohan with Kintoon or Nimbus Cloud, whatever you want to call it. So, of course, being Demoniacal Fit, not only is it a 1-for-1 dupe, it also includes additional stuff. So this one also comes with like 2 Gohans instead of just 1. And then, of course, I do believe the Cloud on the official one only comes with 1 tail. However, this one comes with 2. So that's pretty cool. So this one is bound to be a lot cheaper than the official one. So if you've been holding on and waiting to get a reissue of that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, wait no more, because Demoniacal Fit has your back. So if I were to guess, this is probably going to be between like $60-$70, which is a lot less than the official one. And to be honest, the Goku looks identical in my opinion. So pretty cool. Side note, I don't know how Demoniacal Fit gets away with releasing these kind of figures, especially when they're so apparently 1-for-1 dupes. But hey, you gotta love Demoniacal Fit. And then, yeah, here's another picture of it. So again, it looks very identical to the official release. And then just a reminder that they are coming out with the Super Saiyan Vegito. That's going to come with all these incredible accessories. So not only does he comes with the Super Saiyan head, he comes with the base form head, he comes with the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan head, bunch of hands, 3 different effect pieces, a hand holding Super Boost tail, and then a bunch of faceplates and the crossed arm. So this is going to be an incredible value, you know, figure release from Demoniacal Fit here. So if you don't have a Vegito in your collection, this is going to be an amazing one to add to it. You're basically going to get 3 figures in one. I do see people picking up multiples of these just to have, you know, the different forms. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, knowing Demoniacal Fit is not going to be too expensive. And then this one's just a rumor. However, it does seem that Black Hole Toys is probably over. From the sounds of it, they promised a lot of stuff and then they just couldn't deliver. They weren't really paying stuff. Again, just saying it's a rumor. I'm not too sure. Black Hole Toys, if you don't know, they are mostly known for releasing those Majin Vegetas, the one that had like 4 different versions. And from the reviews, they were actually not too bad. I wouldn't really put them on the level of like Demoniacal Fit or Beast Deities or, you know, Camione or Cami1. I still don't know how to say it. But if you do like Black Hole Toys, unfortunately, it's a bad day for you because it seems like their careers out here are over. And then another reminder that the Moreau from LS Studios is out now. People have them in hand. You could go to Hobby Model Store or AliExpress, whichever place you want to order them. Again, this one just honestly blew it out of the water for me. I don't have it in hand yet. I did buy it from Hobby Model Store, so I can't wait to get it in hand and see the QC for myself. However, just from like the look of the figure, I think it looks incredible. I'm really hyped on this LS Studio. I gotta tell you, you know, if they continue coming out with unique characters that are not your usual Gokus and Vegetas and Brolys, I think they will take a lot of the market share of the third-party companies out here. Back at DBZSHFIGS.com over here, and just want to let you know about the Amazon deals tab where you'll find all the best deals currently on Amazon for Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. So, of course, I just want to highlight some of them in case you want to pick up some figures at a cheaper price. So, we do have the adult version of Piccolo from Daima, so $72.98, although it's not showing as being on sale. That is cheaper than the $74.99 that it goes for, so you do save like $1 or $2 here. And then with the adult version of Goku and Vegeta, both of them at 34% off, so they are at $25. And these are 3.0 articulated figures. If you do like Daima, the series, and the aesthetic, this is a great deal in my opinion. Unfortunately, Goku would not reach your house by Christmas. However, Vegeta will, just in case you want to get them as gifts. And then the mini trio has been dissolved. Goku Mini has now gone back to its retail price. However, Vegeta's here at 44% off, so $21, and Piccolo 19% off, so $48. Piccolo is a good price here. Vegeta, we've seen them as low as 50% off, so might be worth it to wait. And then Super Saiyan Blue, Unwavering Saiyan Pride Vegeta, 8% off, $34.99. So it's back to its original retail price. However, if you find them at your local Target or Walmart, he will have that new price of $37.99. So you do save like $3 here. And then Goku GT still on sale, 10% off, $48.54 for a nice looking Goku figure with a Kamehameha effect piece. And then Saiyan Race on Earth Goku, like I mentioned, with the Bardock. Apparently he's getting new DLC, so it might be worth it to pick him up if you don't have one. 26% off. He's only $28 for a Goku that really honestly served us for a long time. It was the go-to base form Goku for a while. And then Super Saiyan Vegeta, 8% off, $34.99. So same thing again. If you find him at your local Target or Walmart, he will be $37.99. But if you buy him from Amazon, he's $34.99. So you save a few dollars there. And that's pretty much it from Amazon. So if any of those figures piqued your interest or you like the price for them, make sure you head over to DBZSHFIGS.com. Go into the Amazon deals tab, and there should be links there for all these figures. So now we're at Premium Bandai here, and again, not a whole lot going on. The figures that they do have in stock are basically on sale everywhere else, so you could probably get them cheaper. However, they do have that promotion with the free shipping, so if for whatever reason anything draws your interest here, maybe the Super Saiyan Son Gohan, you could use that free shipping coupon so that you don't pay any shipping. But other than that, the only Premium Bandai exclusive that's up for pre-order right now is the Super Saiyan Son Goku Fighter of Rage, which is the 4.0 edition of this figure, which is when Goku first turns Super Saiyan against Frieza. So it's going to be a really, really cool addition to any display, to any collection, because, you know, it has that brand new mechanic. And honestly, aesthetically wise, it's probably one of the best Super Saiyan Gokus we've ever gotten. So I would say if you're brand new to the line, to collecting, this is one you're probably going to want to pre-order. $65 is a bit expensive. However, he is a Premium Bandai exclusive. So also just want to let you know that if you do have the legendary Super Saiyan Goku, the faces from that figure are able to be used on this new figure. However, there is no backwards compatibility. The faces from this new figure will not be able to be used on legendary Super Saiyan. So just want to let you know about that. Lastly, just going to go through, some figures that are available at my preferred, online retailers. So we're going to start with Big Bad Toy Store here. Pre-ordered for the Super Saiyan God Goku God Aura, $37.99. We have the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, Blue Transcending Limit. I totally butchered that, but $37.99 for that one. Majin Buu, the good version, still available in stock, $85.99. And then Krillin, if you want one, they still have the 2.5 Krillin, $54.99. Still an amazing Krillin. Of course, like I always say, it looks like they're trying to get 4.0 versions of every main character out there, probably in 2026 or 2027. So if you could wait it out. But again, you never know. It might be 2, 3, 4 years. So if you do want a Krillin, this is a really, really nice Krillin. And then Ultra Instinct Goku, $61.99. That's the retail price. If you don't have a Ultra Instinct Goku and you don't live near New York, this is the go-to one. And then the Kind-Hearted Saiyan Base Form Goku, $37.99 pre-order. Super Saiyan Vegeta Dangerous Pride, $37.99 pre-order. Frieza First Form with Pod, again, very underrated figure in my opinion. The price is a bit steep, however, it is an incredible figure that you're probably going to want to pair up with the brand new Battle Damage Bardock. And then Bulma's Capsule Number 9 Motorcycle, the reissue, $89.99. Crazy price for just a diorama piece, so I don't see a lot of people getting this. And then Super Saiyan Trunks Boy from the Future, the reissue. So again, same thing with Krillin. I do see them making a brand new Future Trunks with the 4.0 articulation in the near future. So just decide if you really want a Trunks or if you could wait a little while. And then Super Saiyan Broly Full Power, the reissue, $99.99 for this crazy looking figure. Probably the most shocking reissue announcement we got this year, because I don't think anybody was expecting that. And then Supreme Kai, like I mentioned, the pre-orders are coming to a close in January, so make sure you decide if you want the figure or not. And then the Proud Namekian Piccolo, the reissue $79.99. Again, same thing with Krillin and Trunks. 4.0s are probably looming around the corner, so just decided this is Piccolo that you want. Of course, it still is the Piccolo to own from S.H. Figuarts. It's, you know, I mean, it's the most iconic version here. And then Pansy, I'm surprised that one doesn't have a pre-order closing window, but I would assume it's going to be near Supreme Kai's closing window. So again, you might want to start deciding if you do want this figure. Of course, I don't see a lot of people wanting to get this one because it is a, I mean, what can I say? Does this look like something that should be worth $74.99? I don't think so personally, but maybe you do. And then Shenron, the reissue, $120. Again, mostly a diorama piece. However, it is Shenron, so it is an iconic part of the Dragon Ball Z universe. So if you don't have one, it's getting that reissue. And then Glorio, $94.99. Same thing with Pansy. Crazy price. If you're a Daima fan, I feel so bad for you because you're, oh my God, they're gouging you in every single way possible. Like $95 for this figure is insane. Now we're moving over to toys in the box, and same thing here. They have the pre-order for the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, $1 less than Big Bad Toy Store. Super Saiyan God Goku, $36.99, again $1 less. Boy from the Future, $74.99, $5 less. Piccolo Proud Namekian, $5 less. And then the Kind-Hearted Saiyan Goku, $3 less. Super Saiyan Dangerous Pride Vegeta, $3 less. And then Supreme Kai Mini Daima, $5 less. So it is at $70. So you do save a few bucks there. Same thing with Pansy, $70. And then they do have the First Form sale. So if you don't have that one, this is probably like one of the best prices out there. I will say though, maybe wait around because about a year ago, I managed to get this figure for about 50% off on Amazon. So I know it's one that doesn't really sell out that quickly, so they might end up on sale. And then the Full Power Broly, $5 less on here. Glorio, $10 less. So even with the $10 off, it's still a crazy price in my opinion. But again, a little better. Also, Shenron, $120. So they did unfortunately raise the price on this one. If you've seen the videos for like the previous weeks, he was $110. So hopefully if you wanted one, you pre-ordered from Toys in the Box like a week or two or a month ago to get $10 less. But now it's basically the same price as Big Bad Toy Store. And then Games Begin Goku, they still have them available, $36.99. So you save a buck there. And then the good version of Boo, $74.99. So you do save $10 compared to Big Bad Toy Store. So if you don't have a Boo and you want them, make sure you get them because it's a really, really nice figure. And then Bulma, $64.99. The pre-order for the reissue, $64.99 is kind of expensive. I don't remember this figure being this expensive, so it's kind of wild to me. And then the motorcycle, $84.99. Again, just a diorama piece. I don't see a lot of people going after this. But just wanted to remind you, of course, that Toys in the Box, if you do get 3 or more figures at once, you do get an additional discount for, you know, bulk orders. But if you are getting 2 or less figures, I do have a 5% off code in the description if you want to take advantage of that. It's there for you. Lastly, moving over to 5K Toys. So, of course, they do still have the Demonic Fit Trump Card Power that even got Sphere in stock, $50. Which is a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito dupe of the New York Comic Con 2024 exclusive. However, this one does come with a lot of cool stuff. He comes with the Aura effect piece. He comes with 2 blast effect pieces. He comes with the crossed arms, different hands, different faces. For only $50, it's a pretty crazy price in my opinion. So if you don't have a Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, this one is a pretty nice pickup. Then they have the Fury Awakening Super Saiyan Goku. So it's again when Goku turns Super Saiyan for the first time. So it's basically the premium Bandai exclusive currently. However, this one will be a 2.0, so it's a bit outdated now. And for $46, I'd rather just get the premium Bandai exclusive. And then everyone's favorite segment of all time, we have Demonic Fit Legendary Berserker Shatter the Universe, still available for $70. This got to be one of the longest running things in the update series. So, you know, Blue Fires did let me know that it does say that they're selling a damaged box edition, which means they're probably down to their last few copies or their last copy, you know. So hopefully somebody buys this and takes me out of my misery, because I don't want to cover this figure anymore. It's a really nice Broly, of course. Demonaka Fin has one of the best QCs out there for third parties. So if we could find a home for this figure, I'd widely appreciate it. And of course, just want to let you know that I'm just joking. Obviously, if you don't want this figure, don't buy it. It's just satire at this point. But anyways, that's pretty much it for me. All the news and updates of the week. If you managed to listen to me all this time, I really appreciate you for making it to the end. And like always, I hope you have a nice rest of your day.